Now, about 2 hours in, we cross into the Monashee Mountain Ranges, but specifically here in Craigellachie. And Craigellachie is where the last spike was driven home in 1885 to complete Canada's first transcontinental railway and finally connecting the country from Atlantic to Pacific with a single steel ribbon. And in my opinion, the history books will say Canada was formed in 1867. It was right here in this moment when Canada truly became a country.
We got a folder! Folder!
And we were in for a treat because there was quite a bit of snow above us. But the snow is kind of odd because we are actually in one of the only inland rainforests in the world, and marked here by the Three Valley Lake, and more importantly, the Three Valley Lake Chateau. And I actually stayed here last summer, and it's a super cute, family-run, family-owned and operated hotel. And it may not seem like it today because it's pretty chilly, but kayaking on that lake in the middle of September is so relaxing, and it is an absolute must-do on any summer road trip. By midday, we cross the Columbia River and into the town of Revelstoke, a mountain town nestled on the western edge of the Selkirk Mountain Ranges, with a year-round population of around 8,000 people. Oh, and so this right here, this is La Baguette, and they are home to some fantastic pastries, great espresso, but more importantly, they have hands down the best affogato I've had anywhere in my life.
So we're coming up to the town of Revelstoke right away, and Revelstoke was literally one of my favorite spots in all of Canada. I was lucky enough to spend 7 days there, a full week in Revelstoke in the fall, very middle of September, from literally the best gondola in the entire country, the Revelstoke Gondola. The Revelstoke Mountain Resort is what it's called. It's phenomenal. They have the best smash burger, one of the best smash burgers in the country at the top of that resort. And then they also have the fantastic Revelstoke Railway Museum. They got a steam engine. I'm not going to foam it out too much, but it's pretty awesome. Just a really, really cute mountain town. It's definitely a sport worth visiting. It does suck that the train doesn't stop there, but more reason to go visit. Oh, lunch.
And lunch did not disappoint. Warm focaccia with honey butter and a fantastic red pepper and tomato jam to start. Now, the mains ranged from beef strip loin to steelhead salmon, Dungeness crab ravioli, and pork tenderloin, and this is what all those look like. And I gotta say, the Dungeness crab ravioli was easily my favorite, and I would say an absolute sleeper pick. And of course, there was always room for dessert, and today they had a rich chocolate cake and a blueberry cheesecake to finish. Now that tunnel that we just came out of was the Connaught Tunnel, which I actually happened to grab a shot of us going into before lunch. And coming out of Revelstoke, we would head into the heart of the Rogers Pass here in Glacier, BC, which is also prone to the worst avalanches in the entire country. And it was actually the Rogers Pass avalanche of 1910 that was the worst in Canadian history, killing 58 of the 59 men working on duty that day, as well as launching a 90-ton steam locomotive off the tracks. And with such frequent avalanches, the Canadian Pacific would accept defeat and decide to build a 5-mile tunnel through the base of Mount Macdonald, which at the time was actually the longest tunnel in the country, and would open here in December of 1916. And almost immediately out of the tunnel, we creep up on the Stony Creek Bridge. Now, the original bridge opened in 1885 with the opening of the railway, but the steel version that we're on today was completed in 1894 to accommodate the ever-increasing weight of the locomotives for the time. And the Stony Creek Bridge was made famous by Nicholas Morant, the official photographer for the railway, and he used it in a bunch of his promotional photos to attract travelers west to come and experience it. And trust me, it didn't take much convincing to get me excited for it. And 130 years later, after the bridge's completion, it still stands as the second tallest railway bridge in the entire country, only behind the Lethbridge Viaduct.
That was great.